Whew. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today on this beautiful Wednesday? Welcome to the Runway for Female Entrepreneurs. I'm going to do a little tagging real quick. And then we will get started in the next couple of seconds. For those of you that are watching the replay, that will be watching the replay, thank you for joining us, and be sure to share the replay as well. Okay, thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Please share for those of you that are on. Thank you for joining. And please put a comment down in the comment box to let me know who is out there, who has connected with us on this beautiful Wednesday. So we know how this goes, right? We have our wonderful Chanay Robinson, the professional credit diva, with us. You know, she's with us. Is it once a month or twice a month? I believe I want to say it's twice a month, once a month. Wait, let me say this. You all know that the professional credit diva is with us every month, okay? So, and she's coming, she always come and drop some jewels and diamonds on us, right? And just to keep us informed, keep us on our toes and everything. Thank you for joining. Hey, baby. Hey, boo. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're going to go ahead on and get started. I hope everyone is well. And I know we're back from the holidays. We're in a new year, 2022. You know, we all have set our intentions on, you know, being extra great. I hope you all are not putting too much on yourselves, trying to get everything done in like 30 minutes. Y'all know that's impossible, right? And so, you know, just be kind to yourself and take things in small pieces, bit by bit, right? So let's not overwhelm ourselves and hurt ourselves and overall disappoint ourselves, right? So let's just do things, measure things out, right? So that, you know, maybe like every quarter, then that way, you know, when the first quarter is over, you can go back and measure what you've already completed, what you haven't completed, and you can do what? Celebrate. Something that we rarely do is celebrate our wins. I don't care how big they are or how small they are. Be sure to celebrate your wins so that you understand what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it, because we all know that our why is so important. That's the driver to what it is that we're doing, right? If we do not stick to our win, we will not stick to our purpose of things that we're currently doing. So understand, if I could show you guys, I'm on my laptop right now. Hey, Vivian, I would show you, I have my wins taped up on this big vase on my table. And so, you know, just as a reminder, sometimes we need that reminder. We need our why in front of us. Why am I doing this? Who am I doing it for, right? For the community, for your family, for, you know, generations to come, so forth and so on, right? And so we're going to move forward. Thank you all for joining. We're going to move forward with our special guest. You all know the special guest, our credit diva, the professional credit diva, Chanay Robinson. So I'm excited. I'm not sure. Sometimes I know you guys, I'm going to keep it real. I know what she's bringing to the table, but this week, because it's been so much going on, we have not been able to connect to see, you know, what's going on, what she's going to bring to you all. So I'm going to, hey, Shantae, so I am going to be just as surprised as you all And trust me, get your ink pens and your notebook out, so you can take notes as well, right? Hey, Tish Boo, hope mommy is doing well. And okay, so get your stuff out, you guys. And let me say this before we bring Miss Chanay on here. Some of the stuff she's dropping, you all, people pay for that information, right? So take note and follow through on the stuff. Follow through, because those are free nuggets. And not only that, follow through because you want to be able to get your credit right. If y'all don't see the writing on the wall, you better slow down and start paying attention to what's going on, where we're headed, and the things that are going to be needed to get to where you're trying to go. Okay. So if it's not for you, maybe for your kids, your nephews, or whoever, your brother, your daddy, whoever, right? Not just speaking to us, but for the people that are close to us and your friends and whatever. So it's valuable information. We're not just on here just talking just to be talking. It's for real, to inform us, our community. Our community need to be informed on a lot of stuff. So I promise you guys that this year for 2022, we were going to be a lot credit and all about the money, right? And so a lot of stuff we don't know, a lot of stuff we didn't learn, a lot of stuff that we are learning and not utilizing it, putting it, to the test. And so this year, 2022, I'm looking for everything financial, everything financial. So if y'all know some good financial folks, send them my way so that we can inform the community on what's really going on. Okay, so let me go ahead on and bring Miss Chanay on here. Okay. Here we go.
Hey! How are you?
I am doing wonderful, love. How about yourself?
I am doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It is a new year. I'm happy to be here. So much is going on. So much is coming down the pipe. Like, it is exciting, it's exhilarating, it's scary, it's frustrating. And I know we're only 19 days into 2022, but can I tell you that this has been one of the most tryingest times as an entrepreneur. Okay, this year alone has been trying, right? I'm glad that I'm here. I'm excited to be here. I love you. I love your tribe. They are, partly my tribe as well.
Yes.
And so, guys, happy New Year's. What are you guys doing? What do you have planned? I'm excited and I'm just here to share with you. How has your New Year's been so far?
You talking to me or the audience?
To everybody, but to you, since we can, we have to wait for them.
Right. Cassandra said, but we're gonna walk it out. That's
Amen.
right.
That's
it. Right. Yeah, I'm with you, Tish. We're gonna walk it out. That's the best thing we can do. Faint not, right?
Yes.
And that's where your tribe and your accountability folks come in at. When we're going through or whatever, or we hit a stump, that's where your folks come in at and help you over the stump, right? Yes. So that's the powerful part about that I love. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, okay. Yes.
That thing that said that song, no stopping. No stopping.
Let me tell you, I was in elementary school and we did a dance off of that for like Black History Month. I want to say it was like, I can still remember the moves and everything, right? And that's what it is. Here.
I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I was telling the group, I was like, normally we chit chat beforehand, but I was doing my thing up until like now, 5 minutes before jumping on.
Yeah.
And this thing is not easy, y'all, but when we're trying to be committed to what we're doing, So we didn't get a chance to chat. And, so I didn't know what you were bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, we just have to see.
Let me tell you, the what's been heavy on my heart since before 2022, but especially like in the last couple of weeks and everything, like especially since the beginning of this year, is mindset, right? And that's with everything, no matter what you are. If you are a student, a teacher, a mom, a business owner, an employee, an employer, you have to be in the right frame of mind. Your mindset has to be worked on daily, right? And what has happened is, like, I have some clients that have they had kind of been like on the fence about getting their credit worked on. They know that they needed it done, but it's like taking that leap and like, who can you trust to actually do it, right? And so that's one of the reasons why I have a conversation with my potential clients beforehand, so that we can see if we are a good match, if we see eye to eye. I love the Zoom conference calls, the consultations that I give, right? And the fact that I break everything down to them, because it's so many companies out here that offer you a lot of stuff. And not saying that they don't, give it to you, but you want to have a conversation. You want to know that the person that you have entrusted your stuff to, your private information, your social security number, your birthday, your address, your photo ID, everything. You want to know that you can trust that person, right? And so I've had one client in particular that had been going back and forth, and like, she was a potential client like years ago, right? And so she still followed me and everything else, and she finally decided to pull the trigger, right? And so with that being said, I had to kind of like coach some of my clients off of the ledge to a degree, right? Because they're not really sure, what's the process, what's going on and everything. And so I have to work on their mindset also too, to let them know, this is what needs to be done. These are the steps that need to, be taken and everything. It is a process. It's not just going to happen immediately, right? And so as I was like coaching them, I had to look back and take in my own words as a business owner, right? Because we think, I've been in business this amount of time, I've had this much success, or this person knows me, I post this much, or what have you. That's just a little bit of it. What you do to yourself and how you talk to yourself is very, very, very important, right? And so you have to, you need that tribe around you. You need those folks around you, right? And so that's why I try to make myself as available to my clients as possible, because I know that it could be a situation where, as though, they were burnt by another company, or they just don't understand the process or what's happening, what's going on, right? So for this year, I plan on being more intentional, not only as a business owner, but as a credit repair specialist as well, right? Because I want to equip everyone with how credit works, right? And so one of the things that I want to make sure that you guys know is, get your pen and piece of paper for this, guys. I've said it before, but I want to break it down to you, right? So that you can ultimately know how to, quote unquote, to a degree, not fix your own credit, but you'll know the area that you need to focus on and what have you, right? So the credit wheel starts at 300. The FICO wheel starts at 300 points and it goes to 850 points, right? There are some that go to 900, but for the most part, your credit score starts at a 300 and ends at an 850. So in between, you are responsible for those 550 points, right? And they are in your control. So the biggest factor is paying your bills on time, right? That's your payment history. Okay. And that makes up 35% of your credit score.
Okay.
All right. And so, with that being said, that is 192 and a half points. So, if you have 5 accounts, 5 revolving credit card accounts, right? 5 credit accounts, right?
Okay.
That includes like your loan, everything, your loan payments, your mortgage, what have you, right? All of your accounts that you have, say for instance, you have a total of 5, and it's a mix of them. That is and you have paid them all on time.
Okay.
You never had a missed payment for anything. That is an additional 192 and a half points, right? That's excellent. You have maxed out in that area, right? You start off with 300, but all of your accounts have been paid on time. That's 192 and a half points. Now, let me tell you this. Some folks say, well, I was just, I just missed one payment, right? So let's do this. If you have those 5 accounts and you pay them all on time, that's 192 points. But let's say that you just have one account.
Okay. Right?
And you miss a payment because, say, for instance, you forgot to pay it.
Right.
That is 100% of that 35% that is gone. It has the potential to be gone. So with just one missed payment, if you only have one account, if you miss one payment on that one account, that could potentially wipe out the whole 192 and a half points in that area.
Okay.
Right?
But
let's say that you have 2 accounts.
Okay.
No, it doesn't apply to each account. It's a total, Chanay. It's a total of your accounts that make up the 192 points. Okay?
Okay.
So let's say you have 2 accounts, right? And that's why they say it's good to have a healthy mix. But let's say you have 2 accounts and you miss one payment from one of those accounts.
Right.
That's half of the 192 points.
Wow.
So that's 50% of that 35% category. Right? You have 4 accounts. Or let's say you have 4 accounts. You missed one payment. You made 3 payments on time. You missed 1. So now that's 25%.
Okay.
Of that 35% category.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And then you've lost just a quarter. If you have 10 accounts and you miss one payment in 10, right? That is a smaller fraction. So that's why it's important to have a healthy mix, and it's important to have the right amount of accounts. If you have just one and something happens, you have wiped out that entire section.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because there have been people who have missed one payment and they're like, why did my score drop 90 points? Why did it drop 100 points? Because you did not have enough accounts to cover your spread, so to speak.
Okay. What is healthy mix? What is a healthy mix?
So a healthy mix is a mortgage.
Okay.
An installment loan, which is like a car payment.
Okay.
And then revolving credit, which is credit cards.
Okay.
So it's a healthy mix of all of those types of accounts.
Okay.
Even though your mortgage payment is ultimately an installment an account, because the difference is an installment account or
Mm-hmm.
like an installment loan or what have you, the payment never changes. The payment is basically the same. So like your mortgage payment is the same every month. Your car payment is the
Mm-hmm.
same every month. But revolving, such as credit cards, each month the payment amount could be different based upon the amount you spend during that cycle.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So for
okay.
1 month, it might be $25 that you have to pay. The next month, it might be 35 or 55 or whatever, depending
Mm-hmm.
upon how much you spend. That's a revolving account.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so you want to have a healthy mix, because a healthy mix of credit, um, it gives you, that's about what? I want to say it's like 15%. That's 82
Mm-hmm.
and a half points.
Okay.
Right? So you want to have a healthy, you want to have a healthy mix of credit. And when you have a healthy mix of credit, then that's almost 80 points. I mean, that's over 80 points that you have given yourself,
Oh, okay. Okay,
right?
gotcha. Uh-huh.
And the and then the next field is 30%, right? That's the next box. That makes up 165 points. And what that consists of is the amount that you owe. And so when they measure that, it's ultimately your revolving credit that they look at, because the loan and the car payment, the mortgage and things like that, they don't
Mhm.
weigh as heavy because you're paying down the loan. The most important thing is you never want to miss a payment, right? So the
Okay.
amount that you owe on those, they never change as far as like fluctuate. They continuously go down with each and every payment. But um the amount you owe, the usage makes up 30%. The
Mm-hmm.
amount of debt that you owe makes up 30%. And that's why some people, when they pay off their mortgage, they pay off their home, they're like, well, or their car, it's like, I paid off my car, I thought my
Right.
credit would go up.
Right,
It's
right.
it's going to take a dive, for the simple fact that you have just messed with the amount that you owe. But it's
Okay.
going to come back up. It's going to come back up. When, if you never miss a payment and it doesn't affect your credit. If you never miss a payment and it doesn't affect your credit. If you don't miss, if you never miss a payment, it affects your credit positively. Now there may be other factors, that if you have like a low score or you don't see your score rising, there may be other factors that are coming into play.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
if you never miss a payment, it is definitely helping your credit score. If you miss a payment, that's when it takes a nosedive, Vivian. If I didn't answer it correctly, restate the question and give me a little bit more detail, and to help me out to figure out if I answered it correctly or not. But if you never miss a payment, it doesn't even matter. So like some of my clients, I have them with credit building programs, and one of them is, it was a program where it was a loan, and the company actually helped you because they actually gave you the money. So it was a $12 loan, and you just had to pay back. What I'm trying to say that I missed one payment. If you miss one payment, it will affect your credit score negatively.
Really? Even if she's always been on time? You know what I'm saying? Just that one time will it be a big hit or
It all depends on how many accounts
oh,
she has total,
oh, okay.
right? So it all depends on how many accounts you have total. That's what's going to affect it. Because, say, for instance, if you have 10 accounts, but you only miss that one, now instead of it, affecting that, it's just going to affect it a small amount,
Just a
because
little.
that
Okay.
those 10 accounts make up the 35%.
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
And
Yeah,
it makes up that 100%. So it's only going to affect it by 10% of the 35%.
right. But
You know
if
what
it's
I'm saying?
just that car note, then she's really gonna see it.
Yeah,
Or
if you
right.
just have one or two or smaller, amount of accounts, then you'll see it more versus if you have, you'll feel it more versus if you have um a number of accounts, right?
Hmm,
And
hmm,
then what
hmm.
happens also is that sometimes things that we don't think that are on our account is on our account. So you may actually have more accounts listed on your actual credit report than you may actually know, because some things don't report to all of the credit reporting agencies. So
Hmm.
some accounts report to one, some accounts report to two, some report to three. It doesn't matter what it is. If you miss a payment, it's going to affect you negatively. Credit card, car payment, mortgage, whatever. The
Hmm.
amount that your points will drop, if it fluctuates. It's no set amount.
Okay.
But one 30-day missed payment can affect your credit negatively for up to 9 months.
Man, that I'm telling y'all, I'm keeping it real. I have done that just being nonchalant, right?
Mhm.
And procrastinating. I don't ever want to do that again because I've experienced that. And for
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
It just don't make sense. And you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And you got the money. So if you got the money, just pay the freaking
Let me
bill.
tell you, I had one of my credit card payments. It was due on like the 28th, right? You're very welcome, Vivian. I hope I answered you correctly. But I had one credit card that was due on the 28th of the month. I paid it on the 28th. However, I paid it like in the evening
After the time that
after
they
the
had set.
time that they had, and it reported late. It reported late. And I was
Right.
like, oh, no, 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 no. I got on the phone immediately and called
Mhm.
them to say, and they reversed it. But that's another thing. Communication is definitely key. And
Mhm.
in the fact that the highest percentage of your credit score is measured from your payment history, if for any reason you're going to be late or you've missed a payment, or you had an instance like I had, get on the phone immediately and
Yeah.
call your creditor, call your call the credit card company, call your mortgage company, call whomever you have to call to see what can be worked out in advance versus trying to fix it after it has happened, right?
Right. Right.
And so you definitely want to, stay on top, especially now with everything that's going on with the housing market, with the values, cars, and some things are quote unquote being given away to those that qualify, to have the credit for it, even like for businesses, right?
Uh-huh.
It's a lot of businesses that they don't require you to personally guarantee, but
Mhm.
some of them do. Some business credit requires you to personally guarantee, and with by that I mean they require that you put up your personal credit against the business credit or for the business.
Mhm.
Some of them report to your personal credit, but some of them don't. Even if they require your personal guarantee, they still
Mhm.
don't report to your personal credit. That's a
Mhm.
conversation you need to have individually,
Mhm.
with the certain, creditors and everything. I
Mhm.
have some, that I know, but you definitely want to communicate. Going forward, communication is key, right?
Mhm.
It's a tough conversation sometimes, but it's a needed conversation. It can alleviate so much hassle and headache um
Mhm.
in the long run, right? And so that's why I definitely want to give more information to break it down, where as though it's like bite-sized chunks, where as though when you understand, you can actually move forward versus not understanding or not knowing what to do and you being stuck, right?
Right.
And so if you don't take away anything else, take away the fact that you never want to miss a payment, right? And then also, let me tell you guys this. I've had a couple of clients that you know, I was doing a consultation and everything, and you know, during our conversation, one person in particular, he let me know, you know, my credit score dropped. I had some old accounts removed, right? I wasn't using them. The store had been closed, like I had said before, you know. But what happened is he erased his positive payment history. So even though the account was closed, it was still a positive account that he had never missed a payment on. It does not matter what state you live in, Cassandra. Even though it had been positive, it had been closed for so long, and he hadn't used it, it was still on his credit report, right? When he closed it, he erased all of that positive history. And again, that affected his 192.5 points. So it's not always stuff that you do presently. It could be some stuff that, you know, that you remove thinking, okay, this is an old account. I don't want it. I don't need it. Let me close it out. Before you do anything to your credit, I suggest that you talk to a credit repair specialist, especially if they offer a complimentary consultation before you move forward, because they just might be able to save you from you know, some mistakes, right? That us as average consumers, you know, may not understand or be privy to or even know exist or why they exist. Right. So you definitely want to talk to somebody that is knowledgeable in that area, because they can help you, you know, before you make a drastic decision.
And the thing about
more like that. Yeah.
The thing about it, Chanay, you know how we do our community, girl. We think we know it all. Baby, we don't have no degree in credit repair services. No, I'm not saying it takes a genius, but what I am saying, when we in a rut, we refuse to reach out to get help when it comes to our credit for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this, that I'm so big on all of this for our community, because things are changing for us, whether we wanted to or not, right? Yeah. And for those that are woke, they understand the change that's coming. And if you don't understand, you need to get tapped in with other people, these millionaires, these billionaires, and all of that, just to see how things are working, y'all. Yeah. You don't want to get caught with messed up credit. You don't want to be caught with the bare minimum. You know, certain things are just not going to work in your favor, right? And so if we can do better, why not do better? And so the thing is about the credit thing, Chanay, I was thinking too, far as, you know, the way things are going right now, things are shaking up in the housing market. You know, this is a really great time, you know, for people to really look in certain markets in different areas that you've never looked in. You know what I'm saying? And to make some serious cash, get that money back. And so that's another important thing. So if an opportunity come up for you to, let's say, purchase a home in another state, or where you currently at, or if your family is originally from North Carolina and you may want to go get a retirement home, listen. Let's think forward. So if you decide something, you may be talking to somebody, and somebody might give you an idea, and you might be, hey, you know what? That's a good idea to invest in a retirement home. But how do you do that if your credit is all over the place and jacked up? Yeah. So my thing is, why I bring Chanay, why Chanay stay on the books monthly with us, is to wake people up. And so what you want to do is, if your credit is right, you can go, that's an opportunity. It's not just to get your credit right and it's just sitting there. You use good credit as an opportunity to take you to the next level,
That's
right?
it.
Some people want to retire early and not be sitting behind the desk until they're 90. So get your credit right. Get your credit right. Get your credit right, y'all. And so that you're able to step into new opportunities. You you just never know. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. So let's not sit back how we used to do and let things roll the way they roll, right? Yeah. And so those of you that are with partners, those of you that are with husbands, wives, whatever it may be, the best thing to do, I think, if it's 2 of you, 3 of you, however you rolling, make sure if your credit jacked up, make sure the next person's credit is A-OK. Because once again, I'm going to use the housing market for an example. You can use your partner to get the house in their name. That's an opportunity, right? We don't want everybody in the household with their credit jacked up. It just don't make sense. We got to come up out of that old, like Chanay say, it's mindset. And so we got to come away from the old mindset way of thinking that we used to think. I'm not saying don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that our people are not doing great, because we are. We have millionaires, billionaires. I keep up with all the Black Afro-American millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires, right? But what I'm saying, for those of us that need to catch up. You gotta change your mindset.
Definitely.
And the way to change your mindset, sometimes we have to invest in ourselves. We cannot continue going on freebies and not want. And when I say invest in yourself, you gotta, a person like Chanay, you need a professional. We need a professional to show us how to get to that 820. Not only get there, how do I stay here? Okay. Yep. So when you're ready to run that business or what have you, and you go to Navy Federal and ask for a business credit account, they make, well, I know for a fact, Navy Federal look at your personal credit as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So come on, y'all. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter whatever. None of that matters. So it's never too late. Get your credit together. So we can do some awesome things. I just hate when folks, ready to do something, and what happens? They cannot do it because their credit effed up.
Yeah. It's like I tell my grandkids, don't get ready, be ready. You may not know what is coming down the line, but whatever it is and whenever it happens, you want to be prepared. You don't want to, put the cart in front of the horse, because the horse not going to be able to pull it then, right?
Right.
You have to put the horse out front so that when the cart comes, the horse can go. Right? You don't want to have the cart sitting there. You don't want to have opportunity sitting there and you not be able to move forward or to do anything with it, right? You want it to be where as though when something comes, or, I'm able to take action. I'm able to move forward. It's all about OPM, other people's money. Right? And just like when we get approved for credit cards and everything, I can't preach this enough. The credit card companies are in business to make money. They only make money if they approve us to have credit, right? So, yay, I got approved for the credrit card, but they need you just as much as you need them, or just as much as you want them, right? And so use them. I, instruct my clients and anybody that I talk to only apply for credit cards that give you something, some type of reward, some type of benefit, Time out now, for the cards that don't offer you anything, right? Even if you have less than perfect credit, Capital One, what is it? Capital One Quicksilver, I want to say. They offer a rewards card for people that have less than perfect credit, right? And it's not secured or anything like that, right? So that the route might not always be, I'm gonna go and get the secured card or what have you, right? You gotta look to do better, right? Expand. And so with those cards that offer you a reward, what you do is you pay your mortgage by it, pay your car note by it, whoever accepts, credit cards, whatever, pay whatever major bills, that you're gonna pay anyway monthly by that card. Have the cash right there available. So that as soon as it hits your credit your billing statement, soon as that charge hits your billing statement, bam, I can pay it right then and there. The mortgage is paid, the car note is paid, the bill is paid. You get the reward for using that credit card, and then you have the cash to pay it off immediately. It's a win-win-win. You win, they win, and the universe wins. Right? But you got to be responsible when you do it. Have the cash right there so that when it comes and it hits your account, because for the most part, 9 times out of 10 now you can pay pay online or from the app on your phone, right? And then that way it's taken care of. I do that and then pay it off so I can get the points. Exactly. Delshawn, listen, if they not giving me something, I don't want them. I don't want them.
But people, but Delshawn, you're right. She said so that she could get the points or the miles. Yeah. See, the thing about it, people are not educated about that. And I'm gonna be honest, years ago, in my full-time job, I used to try to figure out how is these people getting this mileage, this, you know what I'm saying? This was years ago. So if you don't know, you don't know. And that's why we had the professionals and or talk to your family members or whoever, spread the word that, hey, did you know X, Y, and Z? You can get these points, so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, because the points can be, you can use those points, it's different ways the points can be used, right?
Definitely. Towards gas. And some people, it's a few people that have 40, 50 credit cards, right? For their businesses and everything. They have 50, 60, 70,000, $100,000 credit limits, right? And they actually, in a sense, never pay a bill because they've racked up so many points or, balance transfers that, they can transfer the balance, pay that off, transfer the balance, get the points, do this, open this up, use this promo, right? I'm not suggesting it, but what they are doing is doing what? Using OPM, other people's money. Right? And so you even need to start looking at, your personal credit to a degree as a business, right? Because you can travel for free. You can get free groceries. You can, I know with the Quicksilver, because I've done it before, is that the points that I accumulate from the Quicksilver, I use it to pay off my bill sometimes. To pay my Quicksilver bill off. Yeah.
Y'all hear that?
Because that's a cash back. They give you cash back. And then it's an app. It's an app for your computer, the Capital One app that Samuel L. Jackson is always talking about. That thing is a beast. Use the coupon codes to get percentages off or dollar amounts off. And then they have it now with Capital One. You can, as you use it, you accumulate different points and different cash value. And when you connect it to different accounts, like I have it connected to my Amazon. And so sometimes I look up and it's like, oh, you've received $12 cash back from your Capital One card. Would you like to use it for this Amazon purchase? Heck yes, I would, right? And so it's different things, it's different ways. There's another app called Honey that is on for your computer, and they look for different coupon codes, right? That you can use for different things as well, right? And so it's all about working smarter and not harder, right? Letting your dollars work for you, so that you can still enjoy the benefits from the hard work. You're now in a process of basically, in a sense, enjoying the fruits of your labor, right? And to a degree, some of that stuff can be put on autopilot, right? You can vacation for free now, right? When you set it up and you use it correctly and pay your bills correctly, right? And so why not? Other cultures have understood and have been doing it for years, right? What we need to get out of the mindset of is instant gratification, because anything worth having is worth working for and maintaining. And so the thing that I can't stress enough is your credit. Like I tell people all the time, cash can take you only but so far, but credit can get you to places that cash can't even get you to, right? Cash can get you so much. Credit can get you so much more. Cash is king. Credit is power. Money talks. Credit holds a conversation. I like long conversations, big conversations.
Listen, and I like that because I'm going to tell y'all something. It don't feel good. I made a big purchase, I think last year, right? And I was going to go one route, but then I thank God I went the second route, right? But what I'm saying is, if you get your stuff in order, because it do not feel good to go to the table and somebody tell you, no, you can't have what it is that you would like to get. Right? Yep. So listen, that meant you let somebody else take control over the things you want in your life. I'm in control of the things that, if God said that I can have. I want to be in control of the things that I would like to have. You know what I'm saying? My purchases. Yeah. Whether it's a home, this, that, or another, a car, whatever it may be. Yeah. But I don't want it to be a thing, like you said, sitting at the table. I'm ready to make a business deal or whatever it may be. And they telling me, oh, well, you know what? Oh, my, this just popped up. Well, do you think you could get like a co-signer, because this is not looking, the way they want it to look.
That's it. That's so important.
So we want to come to the table correct. And that means
always.
Okay. So she muted. Oh, she may have muted it. Y'all, you see what I'm saying? Oh, that's okay. I saw the mic up there. Yeah, so we want to be able to come to the table correct with our credit. That's all. That's all we're saying, y'all.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's it, and that's all.
That's it, and that's all. Credit is definitely power, and you have the power, regardless of what you may think. You have the power to control your credit. You control that 550 points between horrible credit to excellent credit.
Okay. So Chanay, this has been wonderful. Before we sign off, I have 2 questions for you.
Yep.
And if y'all have any questions, drop them real quick before we sign off in the comment box.
Yep.
Real quick. Now, on the app Navy Federal, you could go in there and check your credit. Is that a good way to check your credit?
It is because they do. Navy Federal does use the FICO credit wheel. The difference is they use the FICO 9 version.
What's the FICO? See, what's the FICO 9 version?
So there are over 10 FICO versions.
Oh my goodness.
Right? And what happens is, FICO is a company, so they have to create a different version, you know what I'm saying, to stay competitive and everything else, right?
Okay.
And what happens is different industries use different versions.
Okay.
And even though, and so if I'm not mistaken, when you look on Navy Federal, I think they use the FICO 9, and I think that actually goes up to 900 points.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing 900.
Look and see, because there's one of them that does. I think it's the FICO 9. It might not be, but like the car industry uses like FICO 2 and FICO 3. The mortgage industry uses like FICO 5 and 6, right? So they use different versions based upon their industry. FICO 8 is the most commonly used FICO score throughout, right? Mm-hmm. But different industries, like I said, use a combination of different versions of the FICO score. Like the mortgage company, they use a version of FICO, but then they also, the lenders, they also have their own algorithms also. Okay. Like the mortgage companies, they can go so far back to pull up your credit, and they have a different set of algorithms that they use. Yeah, it is. It's different versions. It's like over 10 different versions of FICO, right? And so don't be confused with what you see on Credit Karma and those, because they use the Vantage scoring, which is a totally different model. But FICO has different versions, right? Okay. FICO 8 is the most commonly used FICO score, but it still measures a little bit different. Like I have a client, and his scores had actually went up. You are more than welcome, Michelle. His scores had actually went up on FICO, because I use FICO 8. His scores had went up, but when he looked at his Navy Federal, his scores were actually lower. And I had to show him the different FICO versions, because we just see FICO and we don't look at the specific version that it is. FICO 8 is the most commonly used. So when you are approved through Navy Federal, they're actually using FICO 9.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. So I'm looking, they go up to from 3 to 850.
Okay, so it is still 850. Yeah. But do you see where it says FICO version 9 or FICO 9?
I do not.
Look at the bottom in the small print. Underneath of the credit score wheel, it'll tell you the version.
1 minute. Let me see if it's under here. Based on, it's saying Vantage score.
But that's the Vantage?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. And that's a credit. You have a credit card through Navy Federal.
I do. But this is showing, the credit wheel.
Right. But so you logged in and you went to your credit account, your credit card.
They have a button for a credit overview.
So go to your actual credit card account. And then check your credit score from your credit card account.
Oh, see, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did not statement rewards. Okay. Oh, the trademark United States. Okay, so it's not so. Okay, here we go. Let me see if this shows me. No, it's not showing me.
It's not.
Uh-uh.
You should be able to
It's telling me
see.
about the FICO score. Hold on, I try one more thing. Oh shoot. I found it.
And it says FICO 9, right?
Yes. Yes.
Does
Yeah.
does that still it just still go up to 850? That
Yes.
will, okay. Okay.
Yes.
I have to see which one it was. I thought it was 9 that went up to
Yes.
900.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wow.
if you have a regular bank account with Navy Federal, I believe they give you your Vantage score, like your regular score. But if you have a credit card through Navy Federal, go into your credit card account and then you can look at your FICO score.
So what's the difference? Girl, I thought I was looking at, so this is, so I thought the regular one, the original one that I opened up was the FICA.
No, because remember it said this is your
Like,
Vantage score.
see y'all, see how you learn something? Gotcha. Oh my gosh. Okay,
That
so
was your Vantage score, and that's what Credit Karma and that's what all of the free things use. They use your Vantage score. So that's why a lot of times when people go to Credit Karma and they see that that their score might be like a 700, but then they go and they apply for something and they're denied, and it says, well, it says my credit score said it was a 700, but then when I applied, it said that my score was a 560. No, your Vantage score was a 700, but your FICO score is a 560. The industry does not use your Vantage score, they use your FICO score.
oh my Lord. That's deep, y'all. Bet if y'all with Navy Federal, check those two jokers out ASAP. And let us know the next time Chanay is on here, or if you may need her, I don't know what's going on. Y'all may need to get that FICO score up. Listen, this thing is deep. Oh my God.
It's different. So, Vivian, when you go into your when you go online or go to the app for your actual credit account, your credit card account, in the settings or what have you, you should be able to look at your credit score from your credit card account. Not your regular bank account, your credit card account. You might have to flick or play around with some buttons, but it's there.
Yeah, I found it, Vivian. If you go to your credit card, where it has that little arrow that's pointing down, right at the top it says free FICO score, and then it's in blue it says view. And yeah, when you hit that joker pops up, girl. So I'm just telling y'all, check that out. That's
and if I'm not mistaken, that is your FICO 9 TransUnion score. I think that's your TransUnion score for FICO 9.
Okay. Now, along with your services, do you assist with getting your FICO score up?
Yeah, that's your credit score. When I fix your credit, when I remove and improve your credit, I help to raise your FICO score. I help to raise your credit score.
Okay.
It's still gonna raise your Vantage score because of the accounts that's being removed and the stuff that's being put on positive. What it is that, think of it as this way: you have a Hyundai and you have a Honda.
Okay.
Right? They both supply info. They both drive. They're both cars. Right?
Uh,
Your Vantage score is the Hyundai. Your FICO score is your Honda. They
okay.
both do the same thing. It's just that Honda is more recognized, right? It's been around longer than the Hyundai.
Okay.
What happened is the Hyundai, your Vantage score is free. And it was created for those that wanted luxury but couldn't afford a Honda. So they created Hyundai. Think of it as that. It's not that your Vantage score is incorrect or it's wrong or what have you. It's just that the industry does not recognize it. They do not use your Vantage score when making credit decisions. They use your FICO score. That's why it's important to use your FICO score, not the score that's listed on Credit Karma or what have you. And if you're unsure, underneath of your score or underneath of the wheel, it'll tell you this is your FICO score, FICO 8, FICO 2, FICO 3, whatever, or it'll say this is your Vantage score.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, wow. That's deep.
So pay attention and know the difference.
Okay. Uh-huh. Wow. Well, we all Vivian said, thank you, ladies. This information helps me a lot. I have a lot to learn. We all do, baby. We in this together, right? Yeah. And so that's what the platform is for, to inform our community on what's going on, right? Yeah, because it's never too late to learn.
Never ever.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. So, Chanay, you want to go ahead on and close us out? Hey, for our viewers that was on here tonight, thank you so much. Thank you to those that are going to look at the replay. I hope this has been very helpful to you all. Please apply whatever it is you need to apply to, make your credit better, to build, wealth, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, so when opportunities do pop up, when opportunities come your way, you never know. You may want to try something new, right? And you may want to get yourself a retirement property, whatever it may be. Just prepare yourself. Let's do better, right? That's all it's about. Let's do better. The mindset. So close us out, Chanay.
Ladies, thank you so very much. If you have any other questions, I'm going to be responding. If I didn't answer your question, I'm going to go back into the chat and respond. If you would like to schedule a 30-minute complimentary consultation with me, just text your name in the words 30-minute complimentary consultation to 443-973-7555. All righty. And I'm actually going to put my number in the chat right now. And then that way you can just text your first name and the words complimentary consultation. I'll send you the link so that you can schedule your consultation with me based upon your own schedule. We do it over Zoom. I go over everything with you, answer any questions. And one thing that I definitely just want to leave you guys with, if you have not taken away anything, the most important thing to remember is to make sure that you communicate with your bill collectors and with your creditors if you are not able to pay. That's 192.5 points. And now, whenever you see your credit score, look at the bottom, read the fine print, and find out if it's your actual Vantage score or if it's your FICO score. Right? You definitely want to know the difference. Okay?
Wow.
That is my pleasure to serve you guys.
That is deep. Oh my goodness. So what's the best way folks can check their credit, Chanay? Is it still go to freecredit.com?
Well, freecredit.com actually is going to give you, if I'm not mistaken, they use your your Vantage score.
Okay.
So if you want to check, you can set up an account with Experian.com.
Okay.
And Experian does give you your FICO score. It only gives it to you for your Experian credit report, but it does, give it to you. What I'll do is in the chat, I'll actually give you ladies a link where as though you can check your credit score. It'll give you all three for your FICO 8. And it's just $1 to check for the first week, and then if you keep it, the price then becomes $31.99 a month. But it gives you the credit monitoring. It gives you the alerts. It lets you know if something hits your credit report immediately, so that you can know right away. You don't have to wait for any type of alert. You can take action, because the cyber criminals are definitely ahead of us, right?
Yeah.
So also what I'm going to do is I'll drop my website in the link as well. You can go there too and schedule your 30-minute complimentary consultation with me as well. You can read up on credit, some of the services that I offer as well, just to so that and you'll be more informed.
Okay, thank you so much. I love you, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us. Next week, I'm not sure who I have on the books, but I will be putting that information. I'll be sure to join us next week, next Wednesday at the same time at 8 p.m. here on Facebook Live. Thank you, Chanay, and we will see you the next go around.
Yes, indeedy. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome, Vivian. Thank you so much, Chanay, Cassandra, Michelle, and all the other ladies that dropped in there. Sean, thank you so much for joining us. We truly appreciate. And thank you to others that I cannot see your names out here. I'm not sure who this person is. VORONG.
Yeah, I don't know. They're coming in from your YouTube, and it looks like it's some type of video or have you. So like you might not want to
right
to deal with that.
Right. I see. Yeah. Okay. I got it. All right. So you all, thank you so much. It's been real. And we'll catch you the following Wednesday. Okay. You all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Yay. Mwah.